Well, I laughed, of course. A grim joke, but an awfully funny one. That Ross, I tell ya. That Ross. You go too far, Ross. It's funny. In its awful way. But it's way overboard, Ross. So I shook my head and laughed at the awfulness of it. The absurdity, the awfulness. Some things are so awful that you have to laugh. And then I listened to myself laughing. And I began to wonder why I was laughing. You know, it's not funny when you come down to it, Ross. Why was I laughing? And then, just like that, I stopped. I stopped laughing. I realized, probably in the way that you realize when you fall off a building, like, oh shit, I've fallen off a building and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go splat right on the sidewalk. You know, like that. You know, that it wasn't a joke at all. It was awful and absurd, but it wasn't a joke. And then everything tied in. Ross coming here yesterday to interview you. That awful smell. The Noel Coward bit that we did about you having an affair. And with a goat. You said it right out, and I laughed. You told me. You came right out and fucking told me, and I laughed when I made jokes about going to the feed store for you. I fucking laughed. Until it stopped. Until the laughter stopped. Until it all came together. Ross's letter and all the rest. That odd smell. Your mistress's perfume on you. And so I knew. Shut up. And so I knew. And next, of course, came believing it. Knowing it. Knowing it's true is one thing. But believing what you know? Well, there's the rough part. See, we all pretend, or we all prepare for jolts along the way. You know, disturbances of the peace, the lies, the evasions, the infidelities, if they happen. Now, I've never had an affair, by the way, not even with a cat or anything. You know, we prepare for things, for lessonings, even inevitable lessonings, and we think we can handle everything. Whatever comes along, but we don't know, do we? Do we? You're fucking right, we don't.